Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. New Delhi imposes ban on Pakistani ships, trade and postal services following Pahalgam terror attack. India announces a defence credit of $200 million for modernization of Angola's forces. President Droupadi Murmu emphasizes role of mediation to expedite justice delivery and social progress. I&B Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw says India can take global leadership in the field of media and entertainment sector. Union Minister Murugan unveils first-of-its-kind white paper on India's booming live events economy at Waves 2025. Anthony Albanese's Labour Party wins Australian federal election. Prime Minister Modi congratulates him on re-election. And in IPL Cricket, Chennai Super Kings elect to field against hosts Royal Challengers Bengaluru. In the wake of the recent terrorist attack in Pahalgam, India has banned the entry of Pakistani ships at Indian ports. It has also prohibited Indian ships from visiting Pakistani ports. Directorate General of Shipping, in a statement, said any ship bearing the flag of Pakistan shall not be allowed to visit any Indian port. It also said that Indian flag ships will also not visit any ports of Pakistan. The DGS said the restrictions have been put in place with immediate effect until further order. The decision has been taken to ensure safety of Indian assets, cargo and connected infrastructure in public interest and for the interest of Indian shipping. It added that any exemption or dispensation from this order shall be examined and decided on case-to-case basis. Earlier today, India has also banned direct or indirect import of all goods from Pakistan with immediate effect. Directorate General of Foreign Trade said in a notification that direct or indirect import or transit of all goods originating in or exported from Pakistan shall be prohibited with immediate effect. It said this restriction is imposed in the interest of national security and public policy. Any exception to this prohibition will require approval of the government. India has also suspended all postal services to and from Pakistan. These measures follow India's earlier steps, including shutting the Atari land border, expelling Pakistani nationals, reducing diplomatic staff, and suspending the Indus Waters Treaty. India has announced a defence credit line of $200 million in Indian rupees to support the modernization of Angola's armed forces. The announcement came following delegation-level talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President of Angola, João Manuel Gonçalves Lourenço, in New Delhi. After the meeting, Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaffirmed that terrorism remains a serious threat to humanity and expressed gratitude for Angola's condolences following the recent terror attack in Pahalgam. In a joint press statement, PM Modi emphasized India's commitment to taking firm and decisive action against terrorists and their supporters and thanked Angola for its solidarity in combating cross-border terrorism.
पहलगाम में हुए आतंकी हमले में मारे गए लोगों के प्रति राष्ट्रपति लॉरेंसो और अंगोला की संवेदनाओं के लिए मैं उनका आभार व्यक्त किया. We are committed to take firm and decisive action against terrorists and those who support them. We thank Angola for their support in our fight against cross-border terrorism.
Prime Minister Modi also extended his best wishes to Angola for its presidency of the African Union. He highlighted that it was a matter of pride for India that during its G20 presidency, the African Union was granted permanent membership in the G20. Addressing the media in New Delhi, Ministry of External Affairs Secretary Economic Relations Damu Ravi reiterated that the Prime Minister had offered a defence line of credit worth $200 million in Indian rupees. He confirmed that Angola will be sourcing defence equipment from India. Discussions are already underway with Indian public and private sector companies regarding various items to be procured.
Prime Minister has offered $200 million worth of defense line of credit in Indian rupees. They will be sourcing defense equipment from India, and the important aspect is there is a commonality. They have a large number of Soviet defense equipment which needs to be serviced, overhauled, and do the maintenance. In the days to come, both sides will be engaging the expert level interactions as to how to take forward this particular cooperation. Prime Minister has also offered the Angolan experts to be trained in India in the defense area, both under ITEC and also a very specialized training program for Angolan defense forces.
Mr. Ravi added that India and Angola also exchanged several agreements in diverse fields, including agriculture, traditional medicine and culture.
3 memorandum of understandings were concluded today in the presence of the 2 leaders. One is pertaining to cooperation agriculture, the second is cultural cooperation, and the third is in the area of traditional medicine and Ayurveda. During the visit, Angola expressed interest to join International Solar Alliance, and to that effect, they have delivered the framework agreement, which will, in course of time, formally induct them as a member of the International Solar Alliance.
Tomorrow, President Lorenzo is scheduled to participate in a business event in New Delhi aimed at promoting investment and commercial linkages between the 2 countries. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah met Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi today. This was Mr. Abdullah's first meeting with Mr. Modi since the terror attack in Pahalgam last month. In a social media post, the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference stated that discussions during the meeting included various issues, notably the recent Pahalgam terror attack. President Droupadi Murmu has emphasized that the dispute resolution mechanism under the Mediation Act should be effectively extended to rural areas so that the panchayats are legally empowered to mediate and resolve the conflicts in villages. The President said social harmony in villages is an essential prerequisite of making the nation strong. The President made these remarks at the launch of the Mediation Association of India and the inauguration of the first National Mediation Conference 2025 at Bharat Mandapam. The President said mediation is an essential part of the delivery of justice, which is at the heart of the Constitution of India. The President remarked that mediation, when we see it this way, becomes a key instrument to realize the vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Mediation is an essential part of the delivery of justice. Mediation can speed up the delivery of justice not only in the specific case under consideration, but also in other cases by reducing the burden on courts of a large number of litigation. It can enhance both the ease of doing business and the ease of living. Mediation, when we see it this way, becomes a key instrument to realize the vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Speaking on the occasion, Chief Justice of India, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, said over the last 2 decades, mediation has played a critical role in resolving disputes. He informed that between 2016 to early 2025, over 757,000 cases were settled through mediation.
Between 2016 and early 2025, a staggering 757,173 cases were settled through mediation. Yet, I must acknowledge that mediation is still to reach the homes and at the villages.
Indian Railways has introduced a Bharat Gaurav Deluxe train for the Char Dham Yatra. The train will cover religious places like Badrinath, Joshimath, Rishikesh, Puri, Konark, Rameshwaram, Dwarka, alongside other religious places like Kashi Vishwanath, Bhimshankar, Triambakeshwar. Our correspondent reports that the special train will depart from Delhi's Safdarjung railway station on the 27th of this month and cover all the 4 dhams of the country and other religious places in 17 days. The tickets for the train are offered on first-come, first-served basis, which can be booked on IRCTC website. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Welcome back. You're with us on the news at 9. We now have news from the World Audiovisual Entertainment Summit Waves 2025. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Dr. L. Murugan today unveiled India's live events economy, a strategic growth imperative, a first-of-its-kind white paper during the Waves Summit in Mumbai. The white paper presents a comprehensive analysis of India's rapidly expanding live entertainment industry, highlighting emerging trends, growth trajectories, and strategic recommendations for the sector's continued evolution. For more details on this, we are joined by our correspondent Pratna. Pratna, could you tell us more on the white paper?
Yes, Valsa. On the third day of Waves 2025 today, which is being held here at the Geo Convention Centre in Mumbai, Union Minister of State, Information and Broadcasting, Dr. L. Murugan, unveiled a white paper titled India's Live Events Economy, a Strategic Growth Imperative. This is a first-of-its-kind white paper commissioned by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. This white paper presents a comprehensive analysis of India's rapidly expanding live entertainment industry, highlighting emerging trends, growth trajectories, and strategic recommendations for the sector's continued evolution. And Valsa, one of the major highlights of the white paper released here today is that India is on track to position itself as one of the top 5 live entertainment destinations globally by 2030. This is not only going to unlock new avenues of economic growth and employment generation and tourism, but it will also enhance India's cultural presence globally. And Valsa, another interesting takeaway of the white paper is the rise of event tourism, which is kind of becoming one of the key trends in media and entertainment sector, and wherein nearly 500,000 attendees specifically travel for live music events. Premium ticketing segments such as VIP experiences, curated access, and luxury hospitality have witnessed over 100% year-on-year growth that hints at an increasingly experience-driven audience. Valsa.
Right, Pratna, the 8th National Community Radio Conference was organised on the sidelines of Waves in Mumbai today. Could you tell us more about that?
Yes, Valsa. The 8th National Community Radio Conference was organized here at Waves 2025 by the Union Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and the Indian Institute of Mass Communication. Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Parliamentary Affairs, Dr. L. Murugan, honored 12 outstanding community radio stations with the 10th National Community Radio Awards at this particular event. The conference brought together representatives from more than 400 community radio stations across the country, and it provided a platform for them for information exchange and best practices exchange. Yes, Valsa.
Right, thank you, Pratna, for all those details. Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw has said India can take the global leadership in the field of media and entertainment sector. He said several global firms have shown willingness to work with India in this regard. 7 global firms, including Google, Meta and Microsoft, today signed an MOU with the Indian Institute of Creative Technology during the Wave Summit in Mumbai. Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has won with a large majority in the federal election. Labour Party has secured at least 84 seats in the 150-seat House of Representatives. In IPL Cricket, Royal Challengers Bengaluru have set a victory target of 214 for Chennai Super Kings at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru a short while ago. Bengaluru RCB, Chennai Super Kings won the toss and opted to bowl first. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. New Delhi imposes ban on Pakistani ships, trade and postal services following Pahalgam terror attack. India announces a defence credit of $200 million for modernization of Angola's forces. President Droupadi Murmu emphasizes role of mediation to expedite justice delivery and social progress. I&B Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw says India can take global leadership in field of media and entertainment sector. Union Minister L. Murugan unveils first-of-its-kind white paper on India's booming live events economy at Waves 2025. Anthony Albanese's Labour Party wins Australian federal election. Prime Minister Modi congratulates him on re-election. In IPL Cricket, Royal Challengers Bengaluru set a target of 214 runs for Chennai Super Kings. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.